Good morning, my dear children. How are you all? I think you are all safe at your home. So, my dear children, stay home, stay home. And myself is G. Varalakshmi, working as an English ERT, KGBV Gajapati Vijayanagaram district. Our Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan is giving great opportunity to learn so many things by sitting at your home. So, my dear children, please utilize this program well and learn so many things by these online classes. Now, let us come to the point. Today, I would like to introduce a new topic in your grammar. That is a phrasal verb. What is that, right? That's a phrasal verb. Very good. Then, in our previous classes, our teachers already discussed about linkers in our textual grammar. That is the page number 11. Now, we continue the grammar part of the textual grammar. That is our new topic is phrasal verb. Now, children, I would like to introduce a phrasal verb, when we use a phrasal verb and where we use a phrasal verb, and what is the object and how we know about a phrasal verb. Okay. Now, let us come with me onto the screen. Okay, turn the screen and my dear children, please zoom. Please children, once again you zoom. Not that. Once again children, please zoom your phone and note it down the main points about this phrasal verbs. I would like to say about some important points. A phrasal verb. Object of a phrasal verb. That is, it indicates an action. The phrasal verb indicates an action of the sentence also. They are generally used in spoken English. Our phrasal verbs generally used in our spoken language daily use also. And it is also informal text also. The phrasal verb uses in informal text also. So, my dear children, understand? Now to the next point. It gives different meaning rather than the units they are made up of. This is another use. Now, you have another doubt. How we can identify a phrasal verb? Now, I would like to give some example. If you see that third point of the, it consists of a verb and a preposition. A phrasal verb consists of a verb and a preposition. Okay, let us see. In example, give is a verb and up is a preposition. What is that? Once again, you see now, give is a verb and up is a preposition. Okay, we should not say give, up is a different two words. We can say that is as a word, like that, give up. In this way, we have so many words in our grammar word also. And what is the meaning of give up? Give up is to stop doing something. What is the meaning? Give up as a word. If you see as a word, as a phrasal verb, give up is to stop doing something. This is the phrasal verb about. Now, let us see in grammatical usage, tenses, as a tenses in grammatical uses. Understand that? You please note it down all the main points also. This is very important also. Note it down. The next one, tenses for phrasal verbs. If you want to use grammatical or tenses, what we follow the rules and regulations, and we use correct phrasal verbs in the grammar also. You want to know whenever we change the phrasal verb into continuous tense or past tense or past perfect. Okay, sometimes we should not use as a phrasal verb as it is in our sentence. So that whenever we want to use in tenses, we want to continuous tense, we can use. And we want to past tense, how we can use, I want to say now. Now, in continuous tense, past perfect tense, in past tense, we should add ing form or ed form to the main verb only, not to the preposition. Note it down, children. This is very important because if you want to and the tenses or continuous tense or the past tense or in the past perfect, we should use only the ing form or ed form to the main verb only. You should not use to the preposition by all these one. If you observe, I underline also the main points. You should also underline and note it down in your notebook. That's very important, children. Okay. Now, you should not use the ing form or ed form to the preposition. We should add it to the verb only. Once again, I am giving stress in the verb only. For example, you should not say he is turn off in the fan. He is turn off in the fan. This is wrong. Why? Because already we discussed it. We should say only, we add only to the verb. You should say he is turning off the fan. This is the correct sentence because we are in form to the turn, not off. Now turn to the example 2. She can't own him. This is wrong. Why? Tell me, children. Why this sentence is wrong? Very good. Yes, why? Because we added this. We did not add count. We added to the preposition ed. So that this is absolutely wrong. How we can say? Yes, we should say she counted on him. This is the correct sentence. So my dear children, let us see some more example given in the textbook. Okay children? Now come to the textbook. All of you open your textbook. Textbook page number. Page number 11. Okay? All of you open? Page number 11. Yes. Now in your textbook also they have given meaning of a phrasal verb. Let us see the phrasal verb meaning. As you can see, now page number 12. Once please children, open your page number 12 also. As you can see, a phrasal verb is a unit of a verb and one more particles or a preposition. This is what I said in the definition. And it cannot be understood on the basis of the meaning of the individual parts and in isolation, but rather it must be taken as a whole. ఒకే సెంటెన్స్ గా తీసుకోవాలి, ఒకే వర్డ్ గా తీసుకోవాలి. సెంటెన్స్ లోని ఫ్రేజల్ వెర్బ్ వాడేటప్పుడు వెర్బ్ కి మాత్రమే ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేర్చాలి అండ్ ఒకే పదంగా తీసుకోవాలని ఇక్కడ కూడా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో కూడా చెప్పడం జరిగిందిరా. నౌ లుక్ ఎట్ ద పేజ్ నంబర్ 11. అలాగే ఓపెన్ చేయండి. నౌ లుక్ ఎట్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ ఫ్రేజెస్, phrasal verbs and their meanings. First one, take out. See children, take out. We can't say like that. Take out as a word. Take out. The meaning of take out is to remove something from inside. To remove something from inside. That's the meaning of take out. Now to the next one, set up. You should not say set as a word, up as a word. We should say as one word. What is that? Set up. What is the meaning of set up? Set up is to arrange for something to happen. To arrange for something to happen and to start. మనం ఎక్కడికైనా వెళ్తాం అనుకుంటాం కదా, అదనమాట సెటప్ అనే మీనింగ్. అండ్ థర్డ్ వన్ ఈస్ టేక్ ఆఫ్. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? దట్ ఈస్ టేక్ ఆఫ్. టేక్ ఆఫ్ మీన్స్ టు రిమూవ్. కంప్లీట్లీ టు టేక్ ఆఫ్, టు రిమూవ్ చేసేస్తాం. లే డౌన్, టు టేక్ రెస్ట్. If you want to rest, some you sit and that we call lay down. Now to the next page 12. Page number. Take time off. What's that? Take time off. To take some time for something. To take some time for something. Now to the next sixth one. Look into. To observe keenly. What is that? Look into mean is to observe keenly. at the board, look at the moon, like that. This is to observe. It is a closed, casual look. It is called look at, and get up, to wake up, change into, to turn into, leave behind, to leave something as a token of memory or gift. ఎవరికైనా మనం మెమరీగా కొంచెం వదిలేస్తాం కదమ్మా, లేకపోతే ఎవరికైనా ఇవ్వాలి, ఏదైనా ఇవ్వాలనుకున్నప్పుడు లీవ్ బిహైండ్, వాళ్ళకి అన్ని వదిలిపెట్టేస్తామా, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఏ ఫ్రేజల్ వెర్బ్ ఆఫ్ లీవ్ బిహైండ్. హియర్ టు లీవ్ సంథింగ్ యాజ్ ఏ token of memory or gift. Children, one more thing I want to say, if you practice these phrasal verbs thoroughly and read and again for better and easily understand. That is the main and important thing while learning these phrasal verbs. Now let us see in our textbook in story wise how we use these phrasal verbs. Now the same page number, children, open the page number 12 again. Now I would like to say a phrasal verbs in the use these phrasal verbs and the brackets, make necessary changes in the verb forms. Now already that's why I told you about tenses for phrasal use. Now if you want a paragraph, a sentence use, we should not use as the phrasal verb as it is in the sentence. Sometimes we use in the by using some changing the tenses also we use. So that, my dear children, please observe carefully this para and learn about how we use phrasal verbs. Okay, children. Venkatrao was a rich man. He wanted to dash some business in the town. Already we explained about the meaning of the phrasal verbs. That's why Venkatrao was a rich man. He wanted to dash some business in the town. So he dashed a lot of money from the bank. On an auspicious day, he started his medical business, which proposed by leaps and bounds. He became so busy that he could not dash for any rest. He used to dash early in the morning and go to his office. In the afternoon, he would dash his shirt and dash on his coat in the office. After a nap, he would put on his shirt. Then he would dash in the mirror and dash himself admiringly. This is the paragraph. Now fill in the blanks using the given phrasal verbs. This is you think and write in the blanks. I will explain again with the answers now. All of you carefully observe carefully in your textbook first. Children, Venkatrao was a rich man. He wanted to set up some business in the town. What is that meaning? Set up. Phrasal verb is, we use phrasal verb there, set up. So he dashed a lot of money. He took out a lot of money. When we want to do business, we need amount. So he took out a lot of money from the bank for your business purpose. On an auspicious day, he started his medical business. He started a medical business which he proposed by leaps and bounds. He became so busy in his business. He became so busy that he could not take time off. That is the answer. Take time off. Not getting any time for any rest. That is the phrasal verb. The next, he used to dash. That is get up. He used to get up very early in the morning and go to his office. A busy person used to get up always early morning. And he is also doing the same. In the afternoon, he would dash. Here, take off. his shirt. For why he take off his shirt? For little bit of rest. So that he take off his shirt and dash, lay down. That is the phrasal verb here. Already we discussed lay down. What is that lay down? He on his couch in the office. After a nap, he would put on his shirt. Nap. Nap means sleep lightly. A small sleep. Nap means a sleep lightly. And then he would dash into the mirror. As looked into the mirror and took himself admiringly. Looked at himself admiringly. This is paragraph. The next paragraph. Anyhow, he dashed some fame in the town even he went abroad. Yes. Anyhow, he dashed, left behind some fame, name and fame in the town when he went abroad. Abroad means Videsarma. Everybody believed that he changed into a new man. Everybody believed that dash. What is the blank? Changed into is a phrasal verb. This is para about a simple businessman. This is the way use a phrasal verbs in the passage. Now understand very well. I think you have all understand very well. Now I would like to give one examples for your homework. Now children, watch this one. Stop. I would like to give some more example to the phrasal verbs. All of you look at the board. First one is take off. Take off. Take off means to fly. Take off means to fly. Come across. Come across. Come across is one word. Say to meet or come across means to meet or find by. Find by chance. Find by chance. This is the come across. And the next one is look after. Look after. Children, why I am giving once again I am explaining you. I am giving you some phrasal verbs for your homework. Please make a sentence by use this phrasal verbs, and then only you can get a clear idea on the particular part of a phrasal verb. So prepare your dictionary, and already I am giving meanings also. There is no problem. So because children, you write down as many as sentences you can also. That's also one of the tasks for you. And look after. Look after means take care of. What is that? Take care of. The next one, turn over. Turn over. Turn over means to mend. Money made. Money made in a particular period of a term. Particular period of a time. That is turnover. And completely the mark turnover and break down. Break down means to stop working. To stop working. To stop working. Keep on. Keep on means continue. Continues, keep on. Next, watch out. Watch out. means to be careful. Be careful. Get over. Get over means recover from. So children, once again I would like to give meanings to the phrasal verbs. Take off. Take off means to fly. Come across, to meet or find by chance. Look after. Take care of. Turn out. To manipulate in a particular period of a time. Break down. To stop working. Keep on. Continue. And watch out. To be careful. Get over. Recover from. These are your tasks in your home. You have to write off your own sentence, and I will ask in the next session. Okay children, good luck for that. Now I would like to give some example also to the phrasal verbs. Get ready for it. Children, take off. Take off. The aeroplane took off by 8 p.m. Stop check. Note it down these phrasal verbs, and I give you sentence also by using these phrasal verbs. Now children, the main thing is you practice again and again, then only you can gain more subject from the phrasal verbs and know about the phrasal verbs also. So practice very well, practice again and again at your home, and use your dictionary also by find out the phrasal verbs and write down as many as sentences you can. Okay, please try at your home. Then first 1 or 2 sentences I will give you examples also. Okay, let us move to the bird. And first of all is take off. Take off means we use in the aeroplane in the situation we use this take off. And the aeroplane took off by 8 p.m. Took off by 8 p.m. In this way, you use as a sentence these phrasal verbs. So now to the next sentence. What is the next one? Come across. Come across means to meet or find by chance. Okay, you use come across. I came across. Second one is I came across my old friend. My old friend. Remember children, I am giving these examples. You can add some more sentences further you are using in your examples. There is no problem. Okay, the third one. Now to the look after. Look after. Look after means to take care of. Baby, the mother looks after her child, and like this we can write as many as the sentences. Now look after. My mother looks after my grandmother. In this way, children, note it down all the sentences. This is very important chapter, and you can write. You can use these phrasal verbs and as many as sentences you write down. That's your important task. Good luck, children. Now we go again textual task. The page number, next page. Okay, children. Now open the textbook. We see the textbook portion now. Now writing skill. In this one, write a descriptive essay on usual humor incident, and you may have witnessed or experienced. That is, now the second Roman is preparation of a poster. Preparation of a poster. Okay, poster preparation చేయడం గురించి ఎలా అనేది ఇక్కడ మీకు చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారమ్మా. ఓకే, దీని గురించి నేను ఒకటి చెప్తాను. Tell the names of some important events. These are very important. Main points are when we want to prepare a poster. The main points are tell the names of some important events, happenings. The main points I write about poster preparation. Poster preparation. Poster preparation, important points are tell the names of some important events. The first one is important events. This is very important. The second one is happenings. If you want to publish this matter, date, important events and dates and participants. In this way, okay, children, I would like to introduce a preparation of a poster. Okay, children, మనకి ఏదైనా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలంటే ముందుగా మనం ఒక సపోజ్ వెడ్డింగ్కి వెళ్ళాలమ్మా. వెడ్డింగ్కి వెళ్ళాలంటే మనకి కార్డు మీద డిజైన్ చేసి అసలు పెళ్ళి ఎవరిది, ఏ కుటుంబం చెందింది, లేదా పెళ్లి కొడుకు ఎవరు, వివాహం ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది, ఆ టైమింగ్స్ ఏంటి, మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్, ఇంకా భోజనాలు ఉంటాయి కదా మనకి, ఆ భోజనాలు ఎప్పుడు అన్నీ కూడా మనకి ఒక కార్డు మీద ప్రింట్ చేసి ఇస్తారే అలా అన్నారు. అదేవిధంగా పోస్టర్ కూడా ఏదైనా ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ కండక్ట్ చేయాలనుకునేటప్పుడు పోస్టర్ని ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ చేసి పోస్టర్ని పెట్టి మనకి పాంప్లెట్స్గా తయారు చేసి దాన్ని మనకి బోర్డు మీద ఎక్కడైనా హ్యాంగ్ చేస్తే మనం ద ఈవెంట్స్ ఏంటి అనేది మనం ఈజీగా తెలుసుకోవడానికని ఈజీ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి మనకు అవన్నీ పెట్టేసి పెడతారనమాట. ఇది మనం నేర్చుకుంటే ఎలా అది మనకి ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుందని చెప్పాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో మనకి పేజ్ నెంబర్ 13లోని ఇవ్వడం అనేది జరిగిందమ్మా. లెట్ us see the page number. All of you open the page number 13 also. Now look at the poster given below. All of you open the page number 13. All of you children open the page number 13. There you have given one poster. This is the poster. See all of you children. This is the poster about we are learning now. Okay children, how beautifully is it? Yes. Now we discuss about the poster. Now look at the poster and given below. The Kandukuru Laughing Club. This is the poster name. The Kandukuru Laughing Club. Kandukuru, Prakasam district. The main heading, the Kandukuru Laughing Club is given. Yes, వాళ్ళు దీన్ని మనకి ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఏదో వాళ్ళ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీకు ఇద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు. ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏంటి, అసలు ఏంటి అనేది ఒకసారి మనం బ్రీఫ్గా చూద్దాంరా. ఓకే, నౌ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ. Announces the Rajbabu prizes for the best write-up on the role of comedy in human life. The award annually honors one print media journalist in each of the following 3 categories. Best write-up in Telugu, Urdu, English. Each award carries 5,000 rupees. Deadline for entries July 27th. Give your contact details. For further information and submission of published entries, contact N. Theraya, President, the Kandukuru Laughing Club, 9 Old Branch Street, Kandukuru, Prakasam district, and so and so. Contact number also given. This is the poster about. ఇందులో మీకు ఏం తెలుస్తుంది, రాజబాబు అనే ద రాజబాబు ప్రైజ్ అనేది ఇస్తారు. రోల్ ఆఫ్ కామెడీ ఇన్ హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్, దట్ ఈస్ ద రాయవలసిన మ్యాటర్ ఏంటి, రోల్ ఆఫ్ కామెడీ ఇన్ హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్. దీని గురించి మీరు రాస్తే ఇందులో చూసారా మనం. Look at the children, observe carefully this page, especially because some important main things you should write in big letters, like the amount of the price, price amount should be written in big letters. The main parts, address and their phone numbers also in particular area, and the remaining parts covered in the same poster. This is called a poster. అంటే మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంతా ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎప్పుడు కండక్ట్ చేస్తాం, ఎవరెవరు రావాలి, ఎవరెవరు వాళ్ళకి అర్హులు అవుతారు, ఎంత ప్రైజు, విషయం ఏంటి, దేని మీద మనం పెట్టాలి అనే దానికి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంతా ఒక నీట్గా ఫ్రేమ్ చేయబడిన ఒక పేపర్ మీద రాసి పాంప్లెట్లా చేసి ఒక పోస్టర్ని క్రియేట్ చేసేదే మనకి ఇక్కడ చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాను. దీని ద్వారా మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది క్లియర్గా అర్థమవుతుందిరా. సో దట్ చిల్డ్రన్, హ్యావ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ దిస్ పిక్? Yes, observe this. Now, let us see what are the questions from the poster. Now, all of you observed, I think so. Children, observe this one. Why? Because you will get some questions from the back side of our paper. So, very good. Now, turn to the next page. You get some questions. Now, reflect on to the following questions. Now reflect on to the following questions. What are the elements of an effective poster? Color, size, layout, font size, long base, etc. This is very important thing. Why? Because we first of all will attract the poster of the color. Because it should be very attractive color. Then only people will get attracted to the poster. That's very important. Then the questions poster. Who issued the poster? The question is, who issued the poster? And what is the purpose of the poster? What is the deadline of the poster? What are the other details of highlighted? What should be highlighted in the poster? And who are the target audience of the poster? These are your questions mentioned in the textbooks. Because children, these questions will grow up your brain and next poster prepare cheyadaniki you get one ideas. So that children, who issued the poster? Then you turn the poster. Evaru poster issue chesina evaru? The Kandukuru Laughing Club. And what is the purpose of the poster? Yes, purpose of the poster is the role of comedy in human life. Now, what is the deadline? Mani date last date antu ichcharu kada. The deadline for entry is July 27th. Now, what are the other details highlighted? Yes, the main highlighted details is Telugu, Urdu, English we can write. This is highlighted words in the poster. And what should be highlighted in the poster? Who are the target audience of the poster? Who are the target audience of the poster also in the poster? So that, my dear children, what I am saying is, when we want to prepare a poster for giving more information to the people, you should learn what main points in the poster. Then only you can understand how easily we can prepare a poster. But once again, they give one poster for your preparation. They give some information in the textbook. All of you open your page number 14 once again. And here they given highlights, information, highlights and information. And children, first of all, theme is humor, occasion is the laughing day, category stories, songs, poems, essays, articles and cartoons. These are the categories. You can choose any one, no problem. And award, best comic writer award. They will give best comic writer award. That is the main point. And prize amount is 10,000. That is, we indicate very big letters in our poster when we want to prepare one poster. Contact number so and so. Deadline is 9th August. Issued by ABC Laughing Club, Mumdivaram, East Godavari district. And target audience is writers, journalists, poets, essayists, cartoonists and lyricists. This is given in the textbook by preparer a poster. So, my dear children, by use these clues, you should prepare one poster. That is your homework. What I gave you? I gave you two homeworks. One is the phrasal verbs uses sentences. By using these phrasal verbs, use sentences. Write down some sentences and using these clues, from your textual clues, now prepare a poster, a neatly and a beautiful poster you have to prepare by using these clues. That's your homework, my dear children. Please, I hope you are all understood very well these phrasal verbs and this poster also. So, my dear children, watch carefully this video and do your homeworks also at your home and be safely also. Thank you for watching. Good luck.